Hey beautiful people, it's Ricky and I'm back with another video. So I want to talk to you guys the benefits and the risk of co-signing for a credit card. Now, co-sign is not like when you guys have like a card. It's not that type of co-signing. I mean, letting somebody be an authorized user or you being an authorized user on someone else's credit card. So I want to talk to you guys about the benefits and the risk of this. If you guys are watching my video for the first time, my name is Rickita. I talk about real estate, I talk about credit, and I also teach you guys, the easiest way to start building your credit, which credit cards to apply for, how to remove some of the negative accounts. I do a lot. So definitely make sure you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe. And I have something called the 5 ways to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. I want you guys to check that out. Check it out because a lot of people are using this and they're increasing their credit scores a lot. So I meet up throughout the whole 60 days and look, someone at the 2 week mark, their credit score went up 87 points, like literally 2 weeks into the class, because I meet up with all the members as a part of my membership, and their credit score went up 87 points. So I want to teach you guys how you guys can do this, and you can probably do this by doing authorized users, but they didn't. But you guys can still increase your credit score, by being an authorized user or allowing somebody else to be an authorized user. They can increase their credit scores. Now, throughout this process, you want to understand this. If someone wants to be on your credit card as an authorized user, that means you're authorizing them to use your credit card. That's what that means. So do not add someone as an authorized user if you think that they're going to try to sneak and just, max out your credit card and they're not going to pay it. Those different things, you want to understand the risk of that. Okay. If you guys ask somebody as an authorized user, it's a great chance that they're going to get a credit card in the mail. You can say you don't want them to get a credit card, but they're going to have a certain amount of access, and you just want to make sure that you're protected in that way. So make sure that you only add people on as an authorized user if you know that they're going to be responsible. If they're not going to be responsible, do not add them on as an authorized user. A lot of times, too, not only is people adding people on as an authorized user, you got to understand that if you get added onto somebody's credit card, onto someone's credit card as an authorized user, if they have a high utilization, that is going to come onto your credit reports. So I mean a high utilization. I tell people to keep their balance 5% or below with the utilization. That's what I like to do for mine personally too. That way I can have the best credit score possible. If they have a high utilization on a credit card, then it's going to hurt you. Now look, one of my clients, they increased their credit score 52 points by paying down their Capital One credit card. So imagine how where their credit score was in the 500s because they had very poor utilization, but their credit score went up 92 points on Equifax. So the first one, 52, was on TransUnion. This is for Equifax. They were in the 600s, but now they're in the 700 just by paying down their credit cards. So just imagine, if they get added on to you, their credit card is added to your credit report and they have very poor utilization, how much lower your credit score is going to be. That's why I tell people to do not to get added as an authorized user if they have very poor utilization, because it's going to lower your credit score. You're not going to have the best credit score possible. Okay. And another thing too, one of the cons is if they have a late payment, or on their credit reports, it's going to get transferred. Like on that credit card, it's going to get transferred to you automatically. So I always tell people, do not get added on as an authorized user to a credit card if they have late payments in the past. Also, if they look like they want to have late payments in the future. I know a lot of people like, I just want the authorized user. They got $10,000 limit, they got $15,000 limit. If that thing is maxed out or almost maxed out, it's going to hurt you so much. Okay. And you don't want that to happen to you. A lot of people just look at the limit. They don't look at the payment history or them possibly having late payments too. Now, a lot of credit cards will allow you. Let's talk about the pros because I'm talking about all the negatives. Let's talk about the pros. When you and your spouse, say if y'all trying to build your credit at the same time. I have a lot of people that I'm helping to buy a house, and a lot of times I try to teach them, different ways to increase their credit score. So I teach them different things like, hey, you guys don't have 4 credit cards. Apply for credit cards. One of you who got the better credit score can apply for the credit card and add the other on as an authorized user. That's basically co-signing. So let me show you guys some credit cards that you can apply for that you can add your spouse on as an authorized user, and it can increase their credit score as much as it can increase yours, because now both of y'all look like y'all have accounts on your credit reports, and that's going to help out both of you so much. Okay, so I have taken a lot of time to build out my blog. I'm still building it. It's still a lot of things that I want to do with my blog, but I want to show you guys how it looked, and I want to show you guys how to use it. So if you guys are looking to buy a home, I have a lot of home buying events, or even just community events. Like I had an amazing Easter egg hunt. Over 600 people was there. We gave out so many prizes. Like we had like over, 1,000 prizes total. We was giving out to the community. So events, definitely check out my events. Home buying application, if you guys are looking to buy a home, definitely check it out. And then home tours, and all the tours that I go through of new construction. My membership, definitely join my membership. Here is the different membership options there. Now, this is what I want you to look at. So it's a lot of different credit cards on here. It's the best credit cards for bad credit, students, travel, to build credit, gas, cash back, and rewards. I want you guys to click on rewards. Now, usually a lot of these credit cards allow you to add someone on as authorized user. And these two, they have a lot of different rewards. So that's why I want to show you. So the Discover It Cashback card, you can add someone as an authorized user. So say if you'll get approved, you can add your spouse on. You can start building both of y'all credit. Just make sure you keep the balance low, or you're going to hurt both of y'all. Both of y'all credit's going to go down, okay? And with the Discover It Cashback, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Plus, they do not have an annual fee. So I definitely suggest that you go ahead and apply for that. We also have the Chase Freedom Flex. You can add someone as an authorized user to your Chase card. This is mostly, I'm talking about spouses, maybe your kids. One of my biggest things was my daughter now she's about to be 14. I messed up my credit before, and I wish that I could have had like a 10-year credit card to well, I guess it's still a nice amount. I wanted to make sure that I had a credit card that I could add her on as an authorized user, so that when she turned 18, she's already saving now. My goal is to have her buy her first rental property by the end of this year, early next year. I wanted her to have a great credit score, so that she could go into doing like commercial properties when she turned 18, because she's gonna already have work history and all of that, and income coming in, and assets. So I want to make sure that I had different credit cards. Like I add to my Chase card, I can add her to my Discover It Cashback card as an authorized user. My Amazon card, I want to add her on as an authorized user to my different credit cards. So I want you to go through this and decide, which credit cards you want to get. And then once you get them, add your spouse on as an authorized user, because it's going to help them build their credit score also. But remember the rules. Make sure you keep the balance low and do not have late payments. If you start having late payments, you're probably going to want to disconnect yourself from that credit card, okay? And that's going to be the best way to get your credit score to go back up, by trying to remove that credit card from your credit reports. And I have so many dispute letters. You guys are going to see those dispute letters inside of the blog on the first page. I'm going to start having those dispute letters there that you guys can go ahead and purchase. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any questions, I'm definitely here for you guys. Make sure you guys ask me. And join my membership. You've seen the great results that I'm helping people get. Look, 87 points, a great results. And if you guys for some reason cannot afford my membership, I still think that you should afford to have good credit, or have a better credit score. So check out the 5 ways to increase your credit score at 60 points in 60 days. I think it's going to be very helpful to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Call or text me if you have any questions. 407-374-2746.